As introduced, my name is Julie Amen and I'm the proud principal at Walled Lake Elementary. First, I would like to congratulate all of the retirees this evening and thank all of their families for the time that we had with them in Walled Lake schools. It is my honor to share some remarks about Ben Malonis. Also known as teacher, synonymous with champion for students, advocate for educators, expert community builder, wildlife consultant, Walled Lake Elementary historian, friend, and the true heart and soul of Walled Lake Elementary. Ben is one of the most wonderful human beings I have ever met. He was the first teacher I met when I started at Walled Lake Elementary. My first day, he invited me to read to his 4th grade class. I was a fish out of water as it was my very first experience working at an elementary school. He welcomed me from the very start, and it didn't take me long to recognize the respect that he had among every staff member, the students, and the parent community. His advice became one of my most valuable resources as a principal. I knew it would always be honest, whether it was easy to hear or not, unbiased, focused on the well-being of students and staff, and without any personal motivation. Ben is able to connect and inspire every student that walks into his room and our school. He builds confidence where it is lacking, connection where it is broken, and grows in excitement and love for learning. In 2020, when the world turned upside down and the pandemic took over our lives as educators, Ben opted to be a teacher on our path, the synchronous virtual learning option in Walled Lake. His class consisted of 4th graders from Walled Lake Elementary and Wixom Elementary. Most parents were extremely worried about how their child would engage with online school. Would they be able to learn, be connected, feel a part of a community? Through his creativity, passion for teaching and learning, and natural talent to connect with students, he instantly alleviated those trepidations. Families were abundant with gratitude for his ability to provide this connection and stability for their child in the most uncertain of times. One of my favorites was his Friday Zoom dance parties to celebrate another week of learning. Upon return to in-person learning, Ben stepped into a newly created position, instructional specialist. He taught children who struggled with traditional methods of learning to read. He taught them how to read. If that isn't the biggest accomplishment, I don't know what is. He modeled lessons and coached teachers, both new and veteran, on research-based instructional practices that have the largest impact on student growth. If you ask students what they love most about Mr. Malonis, they would say his morning news show, his book vending machine project, and how he greets each student in the entire school by name and with a smile every morning. Ben facilitates the video announcement 4 days a week. Students deliver the news under his guidance, growing their connection to the school and confidence among their peers. The news creates a strong sense of community at Walled Lake Elementary, providing shared experiences and opportunities to celebrate one another. Each morning you can find Mr. Malonis at the front door. He designated Thursdays as Banana Phone Thursdays. That started as a joke with a banana to his ear, and it turned into a weekly tradition with him actually purchasing a banana phone that made phone calls. He bought 2 so he could talk to somebody at the other end of the building. Fridays became Fist Bump Fridays. These simple, silly morning routines instantly bring a smile to students, regardless of how their morning began. Even last night at our staff charity volleyball game, Ben was fully committed. He surprised staff, each with their very own cape as a part of our uniform, and a supply of cold water, and for every student that attended, he provided a spirit mask and noisemaker to cheer us on. He could even be seen diving for a ball just weeks from retirement. Then I will continue to call you for wildlife consultation. Whether it's a goose nest, duck nest, sandhill crane food, or a planting need, you will definitely be my phone a friend. Just like the tulips you planted this past fall, all around Walled Lake Elementary's property, as a happy surprise for staff and students each spring. Your legacy will live on forever at Walled Lake Elementary. 34 years in education, 30 at Walled Lake Elementary. On behalf of our school community, thank you, thank Keith, and congratulations on your retirement.
from Wixom Elementary